Hey, what's up? Just make sure the volume's up. All right, I tell you. If you've been watching my videos, um, man, it's very interesting. Um, because there is a desire to wanting to eat one meal every 3 days, and the reason why I say desire is because there are people like me who are always on the hustle, and we we just can't seem to um, actually get that quality meal in that we want because we're always on the grind or always on the hustle, and our job requires a lot of energy, especially when the business does pick up. It's like, dang, how I'm supposed to fast and then eat a good quality meal, especially in my line of work as far as being a trainer that I am. So, but the title of this is, oh, there's somebody watching. So the title of this is inflammation. Now the question is, can inflammation stop you from or prevent you or make it very hard for you to go on a fast? Absolutely. Again, it can. And why is that? Because now let me go back to the quality meal again. Now, the quality meal would be, for me, it would be soup with a lot of vegetables in there. We're talking like celery, carrots, peppers, onions, garlic, tomato paste, navy beans. On that note, with some toast and something that's going to give you quality protein, good fats, good minerals, and it's going to literally give you a nice, good sense of fiber, and that's going to check the free radicals. And free radicals are, if you want to put it in this sense, free radicals are people who just keep causing trouble. So there is never any peace. You know what I'm saying? So the antioxidants is like police. The free radicals is like crazy people who just keep causing stress and distress in the neighborhoods. It's like we can't get no sleep, you know? So free radicals, what they do is they literally eat and rob other cells at a consistent basis all the freaking time. They do. So when you have cells like that located, and you can actually create and produce cells, free radicals, just by walking into the gym. Why? Because somebody sneezed, coughed, brought their virus there, and touched the machine, breathed it into the air, and you, as soon as you open up the door, you walked right into it. And that is already causing a distress and alarming system, an alarming rate, a system on your body to go off at a high rate. And so the antioxidants, do they have to be high in this time and age? Absolutely. Why? Because the air we breathe, the training we do, the stress we're dealing with. Now everything falls under stress, but all this thing that causes these different levels and types of stress in our bodies causes cells to eat off of each other. And that purely sucks. So you may mentally, you may now, me, I've done 19-day fast. That's the longest fast I've ever done. But that's because I did it with someone. But what about doing it by yourself? Where you're just like, I'm just gonna just rock out and do it. Well, I've gotten to the point where I'm just gonna eat one meal every 3 days, or one meal every 2 days, or whenever I decide. What type of life you have to be living? Now, I'm striving for that life. That's why I'm actually talking about it. So when I look back at this video, I can say, wow, I've came this far. So, anyways, uh, inflammation. Inflammation are cells that constantly feed off of other cells. So when other cells are complete and whole with protons, neutrons, electrons, their proteins, and they got their potassium pump going on, sodium pump going on, magnesium pump, calcium pump, all these different things are covered, right? Now, when something causes those cells to act up, that means there's some other cells in the body that's already been acting up that's going to cause you to be like, okay, I'm waking up, I'm not hungry, but yet there's still something in my body that needs to be put to ease, or that needs to be put or killed. So like, so if you put like this, a free radical is just as similar on a very micro level of a virus, of a cold. It could be a cold that's coming up. It could be stress, just like yo, I can't just get rid of this headache, or I can't get rid of these thoughts. You ever been at peace before and you just like, oh, I ain't gonna eat, I'm good. I'll go 24-hour fast, I'm good. Now that's a really good day. You don't necessarily have to be hype and motivated to do a fast. You can just say, if you're somebody striving for one meal every 3 days, as if you're eating every day, then the case is, it's just like, it's like, I'm not gonna, what's today? Food. What's up with food? I don't need no food. But what state does the body have to be in? And then also, what state does the mind have to be in? Let alone, we have to be humble because it's been many years we've been eating all day, and then we're striving for one meal every 3 days, and then all of a sudden your mind wants to do it, but your body says, you may be motivated to do it and complete a 3-day fast twice a week, but then after that, the body is like, well, what happened to the proteins you used to give me, the fats you used to give me, the ice cream you used to give me? What happened to all the food that feeds the free radicals, right? And then, what happens is now you go into a state of, how can I complete it again? All right, so let's check. Let's check this micro inflammation. Micro inflammation. How do you check micro inflammation? Now there are vitamins that do it. Yes, there's vegetables that do it. Garlic and onions. Yes, there is vitamin E, vitamin C, and then if you're really talking about literally mastering one meal every 3 days, it's literally not. Now it's coming to me more as I'm talking. You have to get rid of, those fun foods that we like to enjoy. I didn't say eat all the time. I said enjoy, because we are humans of nature that like to enjoy and feel good when we watch a movie or sit down and enjoy ourselves. So you're a person who likes to, for example, like me, go roller skate. Not learned, but I love roller skating. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I did it 3 days in a row. So that's serious stress on the body, and now the body is calling for some serious nutrients. One of them, from the stress that I put on my body, is antioxidants that's going to get rid of the free radicals out of the body. And especially free radicals that start where? In the stomach, because that's where everything goes. So if you can start checking the free radicals highly in the stomach and allow it to travel throughout the entire body into the small intestinal tract, large intestinal tract, and then the body starts to pull it and it travels with other cells throughout the other parts of the body to check free radicals. Then now we teach our bodies to be in a state of calm, peace, and I would say happiness. But calm and peace, so that as the day goes on, you're like this. Well, I'm good. I don't need anything. To the point where you're like, well, I don't need anything. So I have one of my vitamins here, right? I'm not going to show the company that I get it from, but this is the milligrams that I take, but that's because I worked up to it. Okay, alpha lipoic acid. I know it's backwards because the camera's face towards me, but alpha lipoic acid is a water-based and water soluble, which means the body and the water molecules in the body can absorb it, and a fat soluble, meaning that the different parts of the body, as far as the brain, the heart, the lungs, the organs that need oil, the muscles and the joints that need oil, can absorb it. And you put everything to rest. So a lot of things like arthritis, stiffness in muscles, high heart rate, headaches, stiffness in joints. I said that already. Soreness, anxiety, meaning like you're always like if you drink coffee. I'll drink a lot of coffee. So now I said, let me put my alpha lipoic acid with the coffee, so that as the day goes on, I'm necessarily not hungry. So if I get thirsty, then I'll just give me some water and take the alpha lipoic acid, so that now the water can pull in the alpha lipoic acid. And then, do I have my omega-3? I take omega-3 vitamins, but it's not here with me. But so I'm checking now. I'm like, now instead of just saying, oh, I'm a fast, because I'm not completing one meal every 3 days. like I want to, like I desire to. I'm not. I'm being humble with it. I'm not. I really do want to, but I'm not. But I'm like, what is it that I need to do now? So we're playing a game here with the body. So all of these years of eating whatever has put our body into a state of like, well, you feed us whatever, you know? So now it's like, it's a game. Like in order to win, you have to keep what? Checking your opponents. Oh, that sounds nice, right? So we have to check these cells that want to play games all the time. So these people who want to cause violence and trouble and basically these cells that cause viruses and somebody who sneezed on the other side of the gym and I walk into the gym or their house, somebody sneezed in their house, not sick. They're probably not sick. One sneeze is still floating around. I go inside the house and I breathe it in, and now my body's in a distress internally, and I don't even know. Now I'm realizing like, why is my body calling for carbs? Why is it calling for water? Why is it calling for it? Because it's calling for something that the body has made naturally to be on a balance of a pH balance, and that pH balance is when everything is balanced. When a cell is the proper amount of electrons, neutrons, photons, electrons, all of them things, sugar, water, and carbs and fats and minerals needed to keep the cell under wrap, to the cell under control. So it's literally about mastering the cell. And when you master the cell, then there's a master computer which is in the brain that can send these master cells throughout the body to put everything else under control. And you may not have the amount. You may be somebody who does not take in the required amounts of nutrients daily, like me. I do that, and I'm still having problems. But if you check your cells and check the inflammation, which are free radicals on a micro level, then the cells in the body, which the body was made to do already, can do what it needs to do. Bone creates blood. The bone is already made of a mineral and stone structure. It's a spongy like thing. The bone is also a place where blood is made. Oxygen into the lungs. Now the body can transition carbon dioxide into pure oxygen and circulate it throughout the body. Now the lymphatic system can strain and filter out what doesn't need to be there. And then now the liver can do everything and push it out of the skin, push it out through the eyes, the ears, bring it out through the nose and the pores of the skin, and out your ass. and out of your urinary tract for the both male and the female. So, but like people say, my body is holding on to these things because your body is not optimal, and there's free radicals causing things to be on a like a hoopty car, like it's just running, but it ain't performing well all the way around. It's performing well, but it ain't performing like a high performance sports race car or any car that's well put together. So put it like this: if any of your car parts are completely off, then because you can't push your car to the limit, because you're gonna be thinking about if your car gonna make it. That's the same thing that the body does before a fast. So you get in the first day of your fast, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Next thing you know, you buying water, then you buying juice, then you buying tea. You're like, all right. The day is upside down. You buying coffee. At the end of the day, your hands done got on something, and now you chewing something. You're like, dang. Why am I doing this? Because the next video, if you watch this, the next video is going to be called biohacking, which I've been introduced to earlier this year. Biohacking is a serious deal. So it's learning how to hack your cell and literally mastering the cell to do what you want it to do at that given time. And if you learn through nutrition of what's available to us today, you will be the most happiest person on this planet, because if you can control your eating, you can control your sexual desires, and then now you can control your actions at a better and a more efficient way, because you're not going to be worried about sex nor food. Although we need both, but they'll be under control. So does inflammation can inflammation stop you or prevent you or slow you down from doing a very strong and consistent fast all the time? Absolutely, when starting off. But after a while, when you start doing one meal every 3 days, you're only going to choose but certain foods that you know you're supposed to eat to break that fast. Otherwise, you get sick. So then that in itself would help to prevent free radicals as well. And if you are a person who smoke or drink, it's good to take alpha lipoic acid with it to help you check it along the way. Now, people who are like, you need to fast, you need to do this. I used to be one of those people, or you shouldn't be eating that because. You know what? How about let's sit together. Let's if you ever want to move forward, let's sit together. Let's talk together. Let's get on the phone. Let's get on the internet. Let's get on the emails, and let's dine together, and let's just help each other move back and forth. Because if I'm not teaching this to someone of the knowledge and wisdom that I'm gaining, and then it doesn't do me any good because I don't know if because it motivates me if the next person is doing it, and then if I know you're doing it, then I'm definitely going to want to do better based off of what you're doing and your willpower. Whoa, whoa, the car is shaking. So, and that's how my personal training students are. When they start to do better in the fitness world, then I take myself and I go home and I do my homework 10, at least 3 times more than what they do. So, yeah, so who's watching? Say hello or say something so I know who's watching, just so I'm aware. Or you could just say text or send a smiley face so I can see. Before, because I'm about to close the video. All right, I guess not. So yes. So going forward, watch the next video. Next video is going to be on biohacking, and I've gotten into that, and it's very, 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 very interesting because it has a lot to do with a little a little preview of the next video. It's based on how people have taught us to go to sleep for 8 hours, get up to eat breakfast, and to go to work till 9 to 5 and come home and eat, and how we're wired to do that because they have hacked our system just by telling us to do that all the time. Now, biohacking has a lot to do with pharmaceutical nutrients, or if you can't get your hands on pharmaceutical nutrients, meaning like vitamins or supplements or food, because the food has been hijacked. So they put stuff in the food so that when it gets into your system, it hacks you. So, for example, if you know liquor is poison, just as simple, liquor is poison. You know that when it goes into your system, it's going to hack you and bring you down slower and kill you slower. So they hijacked you, and on a molecular level, they biohacked you. So, can you biohack yourself out of always wanting to sleep all the time? Absolutely. Can you biohack yourself out of always wanting to eat all the time? Absolutely. Can you biohack yourself into being more intelligent? Absolutely. With the technology we have today and what the information that's out there, we definitely can. And we read stories on historical figures that have done this, lived this long and that long. Then we have to ask ourselves why and how. So one of the things is actually when you go into biohacking and you start learning about it, the best way to get the best beneficial results is to actually keep doing it. And then when you notice how it works is when you actually stop doing it and you realize, oh shoot, I was better when I was doing this. Now I see what's happening. So a lot of things, people don't realize that things actually happen once they may not even want to stop doing it. Life happens, right? But when it stops happening, then you're like, oh shoot, it was working in this way, etc. So I'm about to go see my client now. I'm about to do some cupping and a massage and some stretching to them. And then after that, I'm gonna do the biohack video following this one. Okay, peace.